Hello and welcome back to DayZ standalone. Patch was yesterday. Another day later, I figured I'd log in. Server should have hopefully settled down a little bit, and we can see. Well, we can have another little go, see if we can see any of the bugs. Seen people talking about. I spawned just outside Berezino, and I've been running up here. I ran up here on the way up here, saw 4 or 5 newbies, and most of them were actually running south as I was running north. What, zombies having a chat? What? Um, anyway, I ran through most of this town now. Most of the first part, the buildings were open, but the second part, it's been pretty much closed up buildings, and I've managed to loot. Loot isn't so bad. I got lots of food. Got a screwdriver to open stuff with. Got this backpack, which was very. I think there's definitely did nerf the spawn rate of those. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I was about an hour and a half of looting without any bags or any pockets, apart from my pants, before I actually found this. I kind of still got the ladder bug. I tried to get on a roof of one of the high-rise buildings in the city and got to the top and fell down. Luckily I didn't break my legs, but I've been groaning like this ever since. Hopefully now I've got some space I can find a med kit and try to fix that. But at the moment I'm running up towards the ship now. I've actually got bag slots. And I've also got this Mosin without any bullets, and a crowbar as a bad weapon. But I got food and drink, and I got bag space, so I'm about to head out and try to fill up some of those slots. Here's one item that I found that I think is new. I've not seen this before, but cooking pot. A large mesh of metal vessel designed to contain certain food throughout the cooking process. I'm not sure if that's new or not, but if it is new, is that kind of, indication of that we're going to actually be cooking our own food in the future? And, utilising pots to do so. We've already seen matches and stuff, and I've not seen much use for those. You could use that to make fires to put the pot on. Anyway, back to the boat. Okay, I've run around the boat, and now I've picked up a few things. I've now got guns, as you can see. I picked up a pristine M4. No bullets though. I grabbed a med kit. It's a bit damaged, but stuff's good, and I got some spray paint. I've not actually used it to actually try. Also, as you see, I found this shotgun, which was the new weapon that was added. I have traded it for my Mosin because I really want to see this thing. I just need to find some bullets now for one of these guns. As soon as I can carry two, one on my back and one in my hand, I can hold both, and I'm going to mosey on up towards I've got a new town up north, or the northeast airbase, and try to find some bullets for this thing, for one of these things. I still have a lot of space, but at least I've got some weapons now. I just need to get some bullets for them. And it could be a challenge. We've still got about 10, 15 people here on this server. So I've got to be a bit more careful, hopefully, once I get to the airbase. But hopefully, I'm going to go pick up some bullets. I did think I may have seen someone at the base, but nope, I hadn't seen anyone. And other than the shotgun that I just found and the cooking pot earlier, everything just seems pretty normal. Oh look, we're down to about 7 people now. Yeah, the population since I logged on here has been jumping between like 5 or 6 to 20, 25 on and off. Yesterday when I was playing every server I looked to find was full, with like 1, maybe 2 slots on them. That's probably why loot was so hard to find. Today it's a lot easier. Been a lot easier to actually find some stuff, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to head up to the northeast base now, and then I'm going to try to find some bullets and maybe log for the night. Although I don't know, it is getting pretty late now. I've been sitting here for like 2 or 3 hours. I think I'm just gonna chill out up here somewhere, take a little break, and come back in a little bit and head up to the base before I log. Okay, so when I got to a little safe spot, instead of actually just sitting there and going to find something to eat, I actually logged. When I came back, here I am, fresh spawn. I did read some people complain about some servers. What they were doing is when they were jumping between servers, they were getting reset. And I didn't actually read into what the cause was or anything like that, but I should have read a bit more into it. I mean, I did check the DayZ forums earlier on today for known issues, and there is a post which I'll link in the description below from Rocket, basically indicating that there are some servers that have got connection issues to the central hive. And from his post, what this basically means is that those servers have got some configuration issues, so they're not connecting to the central server for updates. It doesn't actually say anywhere in his post what the consequences of this are, but well, as you see here, if you're on a server that doesn't connect to the central server correctly, nothing you have done is going to save when you log out. Obviously, reading this, you'd think that. So if you log out and log back into the same server, your stuff would be there, right? Because if it's not connected to the central server, it will still be local. No, that's not the case. As you see, I've been jumping between servers. The Republic of Gamers servers is the one I was on. I jumped back into that fresh spawn. I jump in between some other servers. I mean, I'm randomly picking some from my history, and every time I log into one, I'm a new spawn in a totally different location. So in his post, he didn't actually give names of any servers. All he did was give IP addresses of about 30 servers that were affected. And as you see in this server list, servers are listed by name. It doesn't show us the IP. The only way to find the IP addresses of these servers is to log into the server, Alt-Tab, open up like a command prompt, and run netstat and check what the IP address of the server you're connecting to. And definitely just a little bit of a chore. I mean, it would have helped if if that post was updated to actually state that this is the consequences of that. If you're on such a server, you will lose all your progress. I mean, I got to the stage I was in about 3.5 hours of running around, and I know I did read about some people that were having problems with things like that, but it was under my impression that if you went back into the same server, you wouldn't have an issue, which is why I logged out. If I thought it was any server, I would not have logged out. So now, yeah, that's definitely game breaking at the moment. His post seems to indicate that it's a very small number of servers, and they're working to check them. And as it's hosted servers, they can't fix it, but they're working to check them. And when they find such a server, they're contacting the relevant host and letting them know how they can fix it. So personally, I think I'm going to be staying away from here for a good few days until this big issue is fixed, because otherwise, unless you can actually find a specific server that guaranteed not to have this problem, then it's really a total waste of time. And unless you're actually going to play the game and sit there in one session until you either die, or unless you're perfectly happy to lose everything when you log out. I mean, this is really crap, and it's something that really needs to be fixed. And this is what I think. This is what I think of this bug and the devs for not testing this properly. Yeah, this is to you guys.